Hey everybody, thanks for checking in today. Been hearing a lot of conversation lately surrounding failure and this fear of failure. So do you have something that you're afraid of doing because of the way someone might think about it, the way people will talk about it, that you think it's not going to work right away, you think it's not going to take off and be successful and all that kind of stuff, whatever, won't work the first time, so you're worried. Or you did, even worse. Maybe you started and you've tried a couple times and it just doesn't seem to take off, so you just stopped and resigned yourself to the fact that it's just not going to work. Thought it'd be important for you to hear a couple of numbers and see if this might get you going in the direction of finishing and going and trying and enjoying the process of doing versus the regret of giving up. Okay? You ever heard of Hamilton? Right? The play, the musical, Hamilton? So Lin-Manuel Miranda, who wrote it, he got it right on the 6th time. So on the 6th time, Hamilton came about. Maybe you've heard of Elizabeth Blackwell, right? So 29 was the number of medical schools who rejected her, and she became the first woman in the US to earn a medical degree. 29 schools rejected her. So maybe you're going through something where you're trying to get into a school, or your kids are trying to get into a school and they keep getting rejection letters. Elizabeth didn't give up, right? Have you ever heard of WD-30? Oh, WD-35? WD-40. 40. Have you heard of WD-40? Well, 40 comes from the number of times it took, the number of failures it took for them to get the concoction just right. And now we have the answer to all squeaky doors, which is WD-40. Let's find one more. You ever heard of Angry Birds, the game? Angry Birds. 51 different attempts where they thought it was perfect and ready to go until they got it right. 51. And if you've ever played Angry Birds, you're one of the people who get to be the benefactors of not giving up after 50 times. What about the number of times Babe Ruth struck out? If you don't know who Babe Ruth is, he was the all-time home run king in baseball. He had 714 career home runs. So everybody applauds that, right? But how about 1,330 times that Babe Ruth struck out? So what would have happened if after the 100th time he struck out, he just stopped swinging? We got to keep on swinging. Come on. How about Oprah? I wanted to share that with you because I thought it was famous. Yeah, okay. So Oprah. You all know who Oprah is, right? Yeah, I do too. Okay. So less than 8 months into her first big TV gig, Oprah was pulled from the anchor chair in Baltimore. Less than 8 months. Now listen, if we have these brilliant people in the world who've made such an impact on the world with whether it's an invention or who they are, what's stopping you? They didn't give up. They didn't give up. They just kept on going because they believed in it. What is that thing that you believe in? And what are those incremental baby steps, the very next steps that you can start taking towards accomplishing that, towards getting it across the finish line? Get rid of the timeline, get rid of the deadline. That's something that's in your head. That's not pressure from anybody else than what you're putting in your head. Go after it, right? Do the 39 times to get the 40th time for WD-40. Go past that 8th month barrier that Oprah had to. Keep striking out like Babe Ruth did. Write it one more time for Hamilton to come about. Just keep going. Don't give up. It's too important. If it's something that fuels passion inside of you, don't give up. You matter. I appreciate you. Go get them.